Hi, my name is José, and in this short video I will summarize the content of this seminar, which refers to the use of the Norwegian edX server and Google Apps to create a distance learning framework based on the flipped classrooms concept. What I will show in this video is just a small part of the total number of slides that I prepared for this presentation, but you can access the full presentation using the short links that are indicated in this cover slide. By the way, I'm using exactly the same approach that and the same tools that were used to prepare the video lectures for this flipped classroom approach. So what you are seeing is exactly what the students use it to see during my classes. Please notice that I do not want to present myself as an example. My objective in this case is to share and discuss my conclusions concerning the pedagogical model that I have used. Now, I'm very pleased to have this opportunity to share my work and my thoughts with anyone interested to use technology with these two objectives: to improve the quality of teaching and learning and the student success rate. That's actually the reasons why this seminar is taking place. We will address the changing landscape of teaching and learning in the first part, and then after a short coffee break there will be a more practical session on the development of online content using edX and Google Apps. One important aspect to bear in mind is that students are no longer what they used to be a few years ago. This new student profile is just part of the changing landscape that I referred in the previous slide, but it is true, and we find this kind of students more and more. Notice that many slides will include a short link at the bottom, which normally refers to the sources that I have access to prepare these slides. You can, of course, follow these links to read further about any of these topics. But this changing landscape is actually not restricted to the student's profile. In the last 2 years, we have witnessed the widespread availability of high-quality online courses for free, enabling the students to learn from top-rated schools and professors. These MOOCs, or massive open online courses, are delivered through platforms like edX, which is the one being used here. And in this case, it's a classical mechanics course that is delivered at the MIT. All these changes lead us to the first question that I'd like to propose to you, which is how is your role as a teacher, and actually the role of your students as well, impacted by this changing landscape? Do you believe that plenary classes will cease to exist, or that the MIT can actually deliver a full online engineering degree to students in Kongsberg, or that ultimately your job may be at risk? Because it may, indeed. Among the many reports and papers that have been published in the area of MOOCs, this is one that I would definitely recommend you to take a look at. It presents the conclusions derived after 1 year of MOOCs delivered through the edX platform, and it refers to how these technologies can be used on regular teaching and learning activities. Of course, one thing that we will inevitably have to consider, the sooner the better, is if, or actually how, can we use MOOCs in our regular blended learning classes. Because if there is a high-quality course available online for free, we will not be able to ignore it, because the students will not ignore it, that's for sure. Another aspect that I would like to bring into this conversation is the new forms of academic dishonesty. And we will have some further discussions with this respect. Actually, there's a small video that I have also prepared, and it's available in the website with more information with this respect. But you have many websites like Boost My Grades, where everything that you need is a credit card or a PayPal account, and they get you the grade that you want on virtually any assignment, as they say there. And this actually leads us to a third question, which is how can we cope with Turnitin-proof dishonesty? Can we? Independently of these problems, anyway, it is obvious that online education is becoming more and more important for all types of higher education institutions. And in this recent report on the future of MIT education that was made public in August, it is made clear, and I quote, that the transformative potential of online teaching and learning technologies presents a long-term challenge that no university can afford to ignore. Well, that's what has happened at this Southern New Hampshire University, because a few years ago they had only 2,000 students, and they have now 34,000 students. This is actually a very interesting case study, which may trigger a very nice debate on the consequences of low-cost education, which is what they are promoting there. Well, of course, the low cost and the flexibility of online education can be disruptive in the United States, where higher education is extremely expensive. But can it have an impact on the Norwegian higher education sector, considering that student debt is no longer, in no way similar to what happens in the United States? Or actually is it, but in a different way? Well, following a break at this point, we will start the second part by looking into how to create online course content and websites using edX and Google Apps. All these resources are freely available. The edX server is available through the Norwegian BibSys organization, and the Camtasia Relay client, as well as various other tools, are available from the Uninet eCampus initiative. Well, of course, Google Apps are freely available for everyone, and those tools from the Google Apps portfolio that are particularly important for teaching and learning are indicated here in this slide. At this point, you might wish to try some of these tools by yourself, and in that case, what I suggest is that you download and install the Camtasia Relay client. This simple application is very effective for creating, for recording presentations, and you can use it together with Google Slides or PowerPoint to create a short video lecture. And following this first exercise, you might register the BibSys edX server and try to create one learning unit using the video lecture that you had just recorded. Now, the course website that I have used to support this year's Digital Systems course was created using these tools. Comprises a Google Calendar, which you see in the entry page to schedule all course activities, then a Google Group to support the class discussion forum, and a shared Google Drive space to store all documents. I have weekly meetings with every group using Google Hangout, and the BibSys edX server on the top was used to host all video lectures and the formative assessment quizzes. You can visit the course website using the link on the top right, available in the seminar website, this short link indicated in the cover slide. Now, creating a website like this is extremely simple, and it could be a good exercise at this point if you want to consider developing your own sites, either for teaching and learning or even for every other activities. Actually, the seminar website that we are using was just another example of this template. I have made the course template available in the public domain, so creating a website that uses the same structure really takes only a few minutes. The weekly group meetings played a major role in our teaching and learning model. What you see in this slide is an example of one of such meetings, where the Google Slides were used to specify the final coursework, and these slides were being used to clarify some student doubts. In this case, this was a meeting with group number 1. These slides were being broadcast from my computer using the screen share feature of Google Hangout. In this second example, another group, in this case it was group 2, was presenting the results of an intermediate assignment that they had to complete. In this case, the simulation tool was running in one of the student computers and was being screen shared on their side. Now, I find it very interesting to say that the attendance rate to our Hangout meetings was close to 100%, which I believe to be very uncommon in the case of traditional classes, or at least in Portugal. In fact, even in those cases where one student missed one meeting, he would normally inform me, and that would be the cases that are white here. All the green represent the classes or the Hangout meetings where all the students took place. I must say that I was very pleasantly surprised with this attendance rate. And this enabled us to have our meetings even when I was traveling. We had meetings from Porto, from Lisbon, from the United Kingdom, even from the United States. Another advantage of using these tools is the wealth of analytics data that they provide. Unfortunately, I did not gather analytics from the course website, but they are made available automatically for all YouTube videos. And in this example, we can see that each student watched the course specification, the coursework specification video, an average 2.7 number of times, so nearly 3 times that each student watched this video. And this is really good for everyone. It's good for me since I don't have to repeat the same explanations over and over. And it's good for them because they can watch the videos whenever they want, wherever they want, as many times as they want. Finally, and to conclude the introduction to this seminar, I would like to refer to the student survey forms. This slide shows the distribution of results in the case of the first 4 questions in the survey form for the last 2 course editions. This is the last school year, and this is the current school year. It's in the first semester. Well, I have used the same teaching and learning model last year with just 2 exceptions. One is that I did not have the edX server last year since it was not available then, but the video lectures were all available on YouTube. Now, the second difference is the one that is most important to me, is that I was at the college last year and everything was done at a distance this year. So I believe that the comparison of the information gathered in these 2 years opens the way to a very interesting debate concerning the changing pedagogical landscape from the student's point of view. Are they really prepared for a student-centered active learning model, or do they still prefer the far more comfortable passive role that is possible with teacher-centered instructivist models? Well, these are some of the questions that I will be pleased to discuss with anyone that wishes to participate in this seminar. By the way, there is more information on various aspects available from this seminar website, which I repeat here, including the full set of student survey forms for the 2 years, last year and this year. Thanks for your attention.